Hello there, and welcome to a very special episode of Electric Sheep. This is our 92 subscriber special, so we're doing great. Um, this is a very different kind of episode because I just wanted to see how ChatGPT interprets the most documented person on the internet. So I left all the little unedited quotes and stuff from ChatGPT that I would normally remove because I want you to see exactly what we're working with. With that being said, the prompt was write a story titled Christine Weston Chandler, and then under that I wrote write a short biography on Christine Weston Chandler, and I actually thought it would do both of those in one, like make a story that is a biography, but it actually did both. First, it does a biography, and then it does a story. So, without any further delay, here is ChatGPT's interpretation of Kristen Weston Chandler. Christine Weston Chandler. The name has changed.
Sure. Here's both what you asked for, a short biography and then a story titled Christine Weston Chandler. Short biography. Christine Weston Chandler. Christine Weston Chandler, born February 24th, 1982, often known online as Chris Chan, is an American internet personality, artist, and creator of the webcomic series Sonic Shoe. Chandler first gained attention in the mid-2000s through their self-produced comics and YouTube videos, which combined characters from Sonic the Hedgehog and Pokemon. Over the years, Chandler became one of the most documented figures on the internet, attracting both a devoted following and widespread notoriety due to their highly personal online presence, eccentric creativity, and interactions with internet trolls. Chris Chan's life has been marked by challenges, including social isolation, autism spectrum diagnosis, and significant controversy in later years. Despite these difficulties, Chandler remains an enduring and controversial figure in internet culture, often discussed as a case study in online fame, digital harassment, and the complex intersection between identity, art, and mental health in the internet age.
A lot was left out.
There once was an artist who lived in a world that could never quite understand her. Her name was Christine, though she had worn other names before, each one a different skin for the same searching soul. She drew a yellow hedgehog with lightning in his heart and a friend made of electric dreams. Together they lived in a place called Dujuville, a city of imagination, built not from brick or code, but from crayons, hope, and the will to belong. But the world outside Syllabuville was cruel. It saw her art as strange, her words as unguarded, her love as misplaced. And yet, she kept creating. Every stroke of her marker was a defiance. Every drawing of Sonic Shoe was a heartbeat saying, I exist. I matter. The internet came for her, first as curiosity, then as storm. They laughed, they prodded, they took pieces of her story until only the noise remained. But in the quiet moments, Christine still spoke to her characters. She told them she would keep the light on, even if the world turned dark. To some, she became a symbol of chaos. To others, a mirror of our digital age, where the line between creation and cruelty vanished long ago. But to Christine herself, she was only an artist who never stopped believing her drawings could come alive. In the end, Sylvieville still stands, not online, not in ink, but somewhere in the folds of the collective mind. And in that world, Christine Weston Chandler is still drawing, still dreaming, still free. Would you like me to expand the story, for example, to turn it into a full narrative exploring Christine's inner world and her imagined city of CBCville?
We got a couple different pronunciations of CWCville, Quickville. That was again a very kind, forgiving interpretation or artistic representation of Chris Chan. Uh, between the biography and the little story afterwards, I think these are some of the nicest things that have ever been written about Chris Chan, actually. I found it kind of mind boggling that it was because the internet isn't very kind to Chris Chan. I figured the machine going and looking at the internet and saying, "Who is this person?" also wouldn't be very kind, but no, it's I think the meanest thing said by ChatGPT was that she was controversial, and that's really putting things very, very lightly. And so this will be a two-part series because I've already done the second part. And in the second part, I asked ChatGPT to remember some of the crimes that Chris Chan has committed and to make the biography and the story with a more critical take. That being said, this off the top of ChatGPT's head, it's like I said, some of the nicest things that have ever been said about this character. So much was left out. I don't even know where to start. But I also asked for a short biography, and I had this problem today when I was going to ask somebody if they've heard about this person, and if they hadn't, I was going to be like, "Oh, this person is," and it's like, where do you start with fucking Chris Chan? You know, so if you know who this person is, you know what I'm talking about, and if you don't know who I'm talking about, you still don't because this person is fucking ridiculous, and they're also controversial, like ChatGPT said, but most of all, I think they are very influential. And that's not what a lot of people want to say about them, but I think a lot of people will admit it, though, that they are the most documented person on the internet and have influenced the world around them and continue to do so. And so I wanted to throw my, and well, not my hat because I didn't do it. I wanted to see ChatGPT's take on Chris Chan, and well, it's interesting. It's poetic and kind, and maybe we all need a little bit more of that. But with some of the things that Chris Chan has done in recent years, it's very hard to be as sympathetic as maybe we had been in the past. So that's entirely up to you how you want to judge a person, one way or the other. Uh, I'll just leave it at that. My name is Joseph Arthur Roszell. I want to thank you for watching. I want to thank all my subscribers and viewers for just being you and being there. Um, yeah, I want to wish you all the luck in the world, and I want you to remember that I love you. All right, talk to you later.